Hello everyone, this is Linkimus Prime, and it's been a while. It's been at least a little over a month since my last review, and I do apologize for that. I just, I was getting a little bit burnout, and I just needed a break. I needed to just kind of live life a little bit and just take some time before getting back into it, but I'm just gonna ease myself back into making reviews. I don't want to leave you guys hanging like that. I do apologize, and I do feel like I could have communicated a little bit better on that, but at the same time, I was tired. I just needed some time. Anyways, let's get right into the review. So today we're taking a look at the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla Earth from the Godzilla anime trilogy, which it's awful. Just don't watch it. It's terrible. But you want to know what isn't terrible? This figure. Heck, even this design. I actually really like this design, even though it's just him. Yes, even though this design is clearly a ripoff of the MonsterVerse design, I still really like how this looks. Now, if you don't know, which I'd be surprised if you didn't, because at this point, I mean, I'm late to the party, guys. This is a late review. But if you guys don't know, which I'd be, again, surprised if you didn't, this is pretty much if you took Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy and Legendary Godzilla and just combined it together, and you
take some chocolate and some lobster and some eggs and some pie, and then you mix it in your body, and
you got a giant walking tree. That's right, he is a tree. That's a tree. That's not just God's, that's a tree. And if you don't believe me, I mean, just look at the texturing on this. Those are that's bark. Those are roots and bark. That's a tree. Yeah. Either way, I still love how this looks. I mean, I don't know what his dorsal spines are. Are they supposed to be leaves or something? I don't know. But yeah, he looks fantastic. I mean, he is chonky. I will say that he is a chonky boy. But I mean, proportionally, he looks really nice. I mean, the texturing again feels really interesting. I mean, it's rough, it's bumpy, and it's pretty much anything you'd want for a Godzilla figure, in my opinion. But yeah, he is looking very nice. Kind of moving in, we get a lot of black and green detail, which looks really cool. The eyes are painted, but they're just black. There's nothing there. It's just black. The inside of the mouth, I mean, the tongue is like this weird yellow. It kind of looks like uni, like sea urchin, like just the insides of a sea urchin. So that's a thing that they did, I guess. But yeah, the mouth doesn't close all the way, which I don't think it's supposed to. Well, clearly it's not supposed to on this figure, but I'm just talking about like in the movie. I don't know if or movies. I don't know if his mouth closed all the way. So who knows? But I mean, it looks really nice. I mean, yeah, again, bumpy texturing, green fade into some black, but the dorsal spines really kind of steal the show for me. I love the glossiness of those, and just how like there's that dark green that kind of goes into that emerald green. It looks so good, and you get it on both sides, and I love the way that looks, and I love the feel of them too. I mean, they are sharp, they are very spiky. That will draw blood, but yeah, just very nice looking figure, and you get all of that nice green emerald kind of coloring all throughout the tail. They did not miss on the paint for this guy, and they did an absolutely outstanding job, in my opinion. Now, I will say this off the bat, I did buy this used, so he doesn't come with his accessories, you know, the little spacecraft and the miniature Godzilla, or Felius, I should say. So he didn't come with any of that, but for what I got him for, I'd say it's worth it. I mean, I don't really care about those added to accessories. I mean, it's not like Bandai includes accessories most of the time, so I mean, I'm not really surprised at this point. I just cared about Godzilla himself, so yeah. I mean, even if it did come with the accessories and I still bought it used, it'd probably be, I don't know, marked up to its original price, which was $120. But yeah, so yeah, even though it doesn't have accessories, I'm just happy to have the figure itself, and it looks fantastic. Now, Godzilla here does have your basic S.H.MonsterArts style articulation, but it's still really good. So we do get, like I said before, a opening and closing jaw. Head can look up about that far, but there is this ugly like cut like right up there in the neck, and just it looks bad. So I guess just like, you know, keep it not going up too much. It also does like look side to side, up down, slight rotation, all that kind of stuff. You do get some more articulation in this part of the neck, so you can go all the way around like that, so it can make them look down that far and up that far. So yeah, that is very nice. We do get some waist movement or some torso movement. It's a little tricky, but he can crunch down about that much and up. Are you kidding me? Go away. Shoot. Sorry. Bugs. Every time. Bugs. Anyways, but yeah, so he can, you know, crunch and go back. You can also go side to side, slight rotation. So, you know, basic kind of movement there. The arms, so the arms are interesting. We do get this section right here, which is very, very loose and finicky, but it does allow for the arms to move. I'm not going to move them all the way around. I know they have more range, but I'm not trying to risk breaking this, but they can move out about that much and about that much. Some rotation at the bicep, a pretty decent bend at the elbow, rotation at the elbow, and a double jointed segment in the wrist, so it can go down, up, and of course rotate all the way around. So yeah, we of course get both, get that on both sides, on both arms. So yeah, legs can move out that much, but of course we get that classic S.H.MonsterArts style, just yeah, gappage. The legs can rotate out, but like I said before, I don't want to, you know, move this around too much, but you get a lot of range in the legs, which is very nice. A pretty decent bend at the knee, which is always appreciated. A swivel at the knee, and we get two segments up here in the ankle and some rotation, of course. So yeah, so articulation in the legs is very nice. And last but not least, you cannot forget the tail. Tail has lots and lots of nice posability. I did experience one of the segments popping off. I believe it was this one right here, so I guess be careful with that. But you know, lots of nice articulation there in the tail, if I do say so myself. Rotation, of course. But yeah, so lots of nice articulation on this figure. You can get him into some nice poses and all that kind of stuff that you want your Godzilla to do. So that is pretty much about it for articulation. For a quick size comparison, here we have the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla Earth next to the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla 2002, just to see how those two look together. This was the last S.H.MonsterArts figure that I reviewed, and yeah, this guy's big. I'm just going to say that this right now, this guy is huge compared to other S.H.MonsterArts. I mean, definitely not as big as Ultima, of course, because Ultima is huge. In fact, I'm not even going to compare because he won't fit in this review space, and so I'm not even going to try. But there he is with the S.H.MonsterArts 2002 Godzilla. Here he is with the Hia Toys Godzilla, just for the heck of it, just to show you guys that these two are very similar in size. I will say that. I mean, his tail is a lot bigger than this guy's, but yeah, definitely a very similar sizing there. And last but not least, here we have him with the last Godzilla Earth figure that I reviewed, the Bandai vinyl, and you can see, of course, some similarities, but a lot of the differences are with the coloring. Like this guy is more green, this guy is a lot more blue, which I'm pretty sure is to emulate like his atomic energy, I guess. But yeah, so there's that. But with I mean, we don't get an atomic breath. I don't know if we got an atomic breath version of this. I haven't really done my full research, but I just wanted to review this, so I didn't really care about doing research there, I guess. But I don't even know how they would manage to do an atomic breath version, considering that his atomic breath in the movies I feel like would be a little bit hard to capture for a actual effect piece. I mean, then again, I've seen people, you know, do an effect piece for Godzilla Ultima, and that's already kind of an interesting it works interesting. So I guess that they could, you know, pull off one for this guy. I don't really know. I haven't seen the anime trilogy since 2021. That's how bad it is. It's completely forgettable. I just remember Godzilla, kind of. I don't even remember Godzilla, to be honest. It's such a forgettable film trilogy that you just don't remember anything. And then it was about Godzilla, but then there's just like no Godzilla. It's like, well, what's the point of calling this Godzilla if he's only in it for like, I don't know, 2 seconds? But yeah, so anyways, I went off on a tangent there. Great figure, awesome figure. And just for my final comments on it, I gotta say, I don't, okay. I would recommend picking this up if it was, you know, if it first came out. I don't recommend it now because when I bought this, I actually bought this for 82 bucks. And that was actually a steal. And the reason I say that is because, well, of course, I did mention his original price was $120. Aftermarket is horrible. The aftermarket for this figure is actually atrocious. This figure goes for upwards of $430 to $760. And it's not even all that available. Do not do that. If you find this figure used and for a good deal like how I did, get it. If you just don't touch online. Never touch online. That is awful. Online is actually horrible. Even though 82 bucks is still expensive, that's a steal compared to what I saw online. So yeah, don't. If you're like a millionaire, and if you can afford that, then good for you. But if you can't, don't. Just don't. It is not worth. It is not. It doesn't even touch close to worth that kind of money at all. So yeah, if you can find it for a good deal like I did, go for it. If you can't, just don't touch it. Or I don't know, if there's a bootleg of it, then maybe get the bootleg. Sometimes S.H.MonsterArts bootlegs can be decent. I don't know, but yeah. So definitely a great figure. I'm just happy that I found him for the price that I did. But yeah, just do not touch those online aftermarket prices. It is absolutely awful. But yeah, so anyways guys, that's pretty much about it for this review. And I do have a goal. I do really want to reach 5,000 subscribers at least before the year ends. That would be an absolutely amazing achievement. And I would really appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel and supporting, because yeah, and it's gonna help me especially too, because like I don't know, sometimes I'll go on a lot of breaks, so I just kind of want more of a reason to just like keep doing what I'm doing, and you know, not like just stop making videos for a long time. I just, you know, that motivation would definitely be appreciated. But yeah, so anyways guys, that's pretty much about it for this review. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one. Peace. Also, I just gotta say, that trailer for Godzilla Kong: The New Empire looks absolutely fire. I cannot wait.